Offense rolling again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Wisconsin dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Looking for the first down. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Rainbow Warriors are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. At the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What a play by this defense.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Got the quick completion. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Rainbow Warriors come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Complete out of the backfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Oh, it's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money and the guy drops it. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? It's a draw. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Rainbow Warriors can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Rainbow Warriors are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. He'll try to tack on one more. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Hand off from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Wolverines are marching down the field. He wants to change this route. Toss sweep to the right. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
The Rainbow Warriors have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how...
The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up end. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the 1st down.
And when they bring on the punt unit, a lot of times I change my personnel and I bring on a different unit, and I think it worked to their advantage. 4th and inches, you don't think they're going to run a fake. They run a fake, execute it great. Nice job by this punt unit.
And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Finds the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incompletely.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They just keep firing. Quarterback strolling away from heat. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
The Rainbow Warriors trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Warriors! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Makes the grab over the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
The give on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Safe completion on the screen. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gives it on the option. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Here we go, here we go.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, and you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
To the air on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Not a a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Snagged out of the air. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rainbow Warriors have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the right. It's caught. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Takes the easy completion. Turning it on. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Wants to throw again. Starting to feel a little pressure. Touchdown, Hawaii! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast, at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious, I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Oh, he's got some space. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
Here we go, set.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to and running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Back to pass on second down. Firing deep. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Man, that is how you bring the wood. Great job by the defense. He only gets a yard, and he makes him pay for it with a nice physical tackle.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Trying to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's picked off in the end zone. But no, the officials are saying he was out of bounds, and the quarterback might want to rethink taking a chance like that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Give to the back. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
From the gun, the ground game. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2.
Ready.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Off play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down, and the quarterback, Reese, has to play with...
Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked in, and really creating havoc for this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So here comes the Michigan offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Breaks the tackle. The draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this This has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got it. First down and more. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
He's got it. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Quarterback may change this route. Toss to the outside. Nice move to keep running. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back on the option, the give. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Throwing right. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Bringing it back. Goes out of bounds at the 13, and man, is this offense set up now.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Rainbow Warriors can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown Wolverines! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to bring this one out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And the Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got it again. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
Power football with the run.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in 4th down territory. It's 4th and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in 4th and short.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience.